After 65, try doing this every morning. It could add 30 more years to your life. There's something sacred about the mornings that come after 65. They're quieter, softer, and somehow more precious. The sunlight that spills through your window doesn't just light up the room anymore. It reminds you that you're still here, still breathing, still given another day that someone else may not have received. When you wake up now, it's not about rushing anywhere. It's about realizing that this moment is life itself. Every breath you take, every sound of the birds outside, every slow step toward the kitchen is proof that you've made it through storms you once thought would break you. But too many people grow older without really living. They think aging means slowing down until life itself becomes a waiting room. The truth is, after 65, your body might move slower, but your soul still has fire. That spark inside you, the one that has carried you through heartache, love, loss, and laughter, is still there waiting to be fanned into flame each morning. There are things you can do, simple, gentle things, that can turn your mornings into medicine. Little habits that lift your heart, calm your mind, and even help your body fight time itself. Science may call it longevity, but the soul knows it as peace. You don't need wealth or perfect health to live well. You just need presence, gratitude, a choice each morning to treat life as a gift instead of a burden. Because when you begin your day with meaning, your heart beats differently, your spirit feels lighter, and your body listens. So if you're over 65, don't let the world convince you that your best days are gone. They're right here, hidden inside the quiet mornings, waiting for you to notice them. This is where life can begin again. And if you start your mornings the right way, you just might add not only years to your life, but life to your years. Number 1, start the day with stillness, not screens. Before the coffee brews, before the phone lights up with notifications, before the world asks you to do anything, pause. Sit with the silence. There's a wisdom in those first few minutes of the morning that only reveals itself when you're quiet enough to hear it. At this stage in life, silence isn't emptiness, it's nourishment. You've spent decades listening to everyone else. Children, spouses, bosses, televisions, doctors, and the noise of the world. But now this time belongs to you. The stillness of dawn is an invitation from life itself. Listen, breathe. There's a calm that settles into the heart when you stop rushing to fill the morning with noise. Instead of scrolling through bad news or checking your messages, listen to the small sounds that remind you that you're alive. The hum of the refrigerator, the soft creak of the floor, the distant whistle of the wind. These are the gentle rhythms of a life that has slowed down not out of weakness but out of wisdom. Stillness heals. It lowers blood pressure, softens anxiety, and quiets the thoughts that keep you awake at night. More than that, it reconnects you to something greater, your inner. You might choose to pray, or simply breathe deeply, or close your eyes and whisper a few words of gratitude for another sunrise. In that moment, you become the calm in your own storm. We live in a time where screens shout for our attention from the moment we open our eyes. But after 65, you've earned the right to take your mornings back. Instead of letting technology decide your mood, let your spirit do it. Let peace set the tone for your day, not headlines or messages. Because when your morning begins with stillness, the rest of the day unfolds with balance. The body feels lighter, the mind feels clear, and the heart, once burdened by memories or worries, starts to remember what freedom feels like. You've survived too much to let a screen control your emotions. Life doesn't live inside a phone. It lives in your breath, your heartbeat, your quiet moments of gratitude. So tomorrow morning, before anything else, give yourself the gift of stillness. Sit by a window. Feel the morning light on your face and remind yourself, I am still here. I am still becoming. And in that stillness, you'll find the energy not just to live another day, but to live it beautifully. Number 2, move your body like you still can, because you can. Your body is a miracle, even with its aches and slower pace. Every line, every wrinkle, every scar tells the story of a life that's been lived fully, bravely, beautifully. And the greatest way to honor that story is to keep moving. Movement doesn't mean running marathons or lifting weights. It means waking up the body that has carried you through the years and reminding it, we're still in this together. A few stretches by the bed, a walk to the mailbox, a dance in the kitchen while breakfast cooks. These little acts are not about exercise, they're about gratitude. When you move, you tell your body you haven't given up on it. You breathe life into stiff joints and tired muscles. You remind your heart that it still has work to do. Gentle, steady, joyful work. Every step, every stretch is a quiet conversation between you and your body, one that says, thank you for getting me this far. Doctors will tell you that movement strengthens the heart, lowers cholesterol, and fights disease. But beyond science, movement keeps the soul awake. When you walk beneath the morning sky, you remember that the world is still beautiful. When you stretch your arms toward the ceiling, you feel your spirit rise with them. You don't need a gym. The world is your gym. The air outside is your medicine. The rhythm of your breath is your music. Take a few steps and notice the miracle of balance, of motion, of still being able to move through this world when so many cannot. And if pain holds you back some days, move anyway. Gently, kindly, at your own pace. It's not about perfection. It's about presence. Even sitting and rolling your shoulders, flexing your feet, or turning your neck from side to side sends a message to your body. I choose life. Remember those moments when you danced to your favorite song, or chased your grandchildren in the yard, or simply walked hand in hand with someone you loved. That joy didn't come from youth. It came from movement, from being alive in your body. You can feel that again. You may not move as fast as you used to, but your spirit doesn't know your age. Every time you take a step, you defy the years. You remind yourself and the world that growing older isn't about stopping. It's about savoring. So tomorrow morning, as the sun rises, stand tall, stretch your arms wide, take a deep breath, and feel the strength still inside you. Because every movement you make whispers a truth that time cannot erase. You're still alive, you're still capable, and you're not done yet. Number 3, feed your morning with light, not just food. There's a certain kind of magic in morning light, the kind that no pill, no supplement, no cup of coffee can replace. When you open your curtains and let the sun spill across your face, you're not just lighting your room, you're feeding your soul. Too often we think of nourishment only in terms of what's on our plate. Eggs, toast, oatmeal. Yes, they fuel the body. But after 65, the body hungers for something deeper. It craves warmth, air, and light, the kind of nourishment that seeps into your skin and wakes up every cell with purpose. Step outside, even if it's just to your porch or the edge of your yard. Feel the morning air, crisp and alive, brushing against your cheeks. Let the sunlight touch your skin and remind you that you're still part of the living world. For decades, you've given your energy to others, to family, to work, to responsibility. This moment is your return to nature's embrace. Sunlight triggers life inside you. It tells your body to release serotonin, the feel-good hormone that brightens your mood and steadies your mind. It helps your bones grow stronger, your heartbeat easier, your sleep become deep. But beyond the science, light whispers something spiritual, that every day is a chance to begin again. There's peace in sitting quietly with your coffee outside, letting the world wake up around you. Watch how the light changes everything it touches, the golden edges of leaves, the steam rising from your mug, the sparkle in a bird's wings as it passes overhead. These moments remind you that beauty doesn't fade with age. It just becomes easier to see. Try to make your breakfast not just about filling your stomach, but about filling your heart. Eat slowly, taste your food, be present. Every bite, every sip is proof that you are still receiving life. Gratitude, like sunlight, is nourishment too. You've earned mornings that feel sacred. They don't need to be rushed or busy. They just need to be yours, quiet, warm, and touched by light. Because the truth is, light doesn't just shine on you, it shines in you. And when you begin your day with it, something within starts to glow again. A peace, a strength, a quiet joy that says, I'm still here and I still matter. Feed yourself with that kind of light, and you'll find that even simple mornings can stretch into decades of grace. Number 4, speak life into your day. Words are powerful. They shape the way we think, the way we feel, and the way our days unfold. After 65, you've spoken millions of words in your lifetime. To others, to yourself, but maybe the most important words are the ones you speak each morning, before the world even hears your voice. How you talk to yourself can change everything. Stand in front of the mirror tomorrow and look at the face that's carried you through decades of laughter and tears. Instead of noticing wrinkles, see wisdom. Instead of focusing on age, see endurance. Whisper to yourself, I'm still becoming, I'm still strong, I still have purpose. It might feel strange at first, but those words carry power. They're not just sounds, they're seeds. When you speak kindness to yourself, your heart begins to believe it. Your mind follows, your day follows. You don't have to speak loudly to speak life. Sometimes it's a quiet prayer whispered into the morning air. Thank you for letting me wake up again. Sometimes it's a declaration of hope. I will not waste this day. Sometimes it's as simple as a smile and a good morning to your own reflection. Words can heal what time has hurt. They can lift the weight of regret and replace it with the light of gratitude. The body listens when the soul speaks softly. That's why prayer, affirmation, and gratitude work. They realign your energy from the inside out. Maybe you used to start your mornings by thinking of everything that hurts. The stiff back, the sore knees, the things you've lost. But what if you started instead by speaking life into what remains? The breath in your lungs, the memories in your heart, the people who still love you, the fact that you're still here. Speak like someone who believes that tomorrow still holds beauty. Speak like someone who knows that even small joys, a smile, a sunrise, a warm cup of coffee, are miracles. You've survived too many dark days to forget how powerful your light can be. So use your voice to awaken it. Talk to your body like it's a beloved friend. Talk to your soul like it's still growing. Talk to your Creator with gratitude instead of fear. When you speak life into your mornings, something remarkable happens. The day seems to listen. The air feels lighter. The people around you smile more. Because your words don't just change you, they ripple outward, touching everyone who crosses your path. So start tomorrow with gentle strength. Let your first words carry hope. Speak peace into your home, health into your body, and love into your life. Because when your mornings begin with words of life, your years begin to bloom again. Number 5, connect with a purpose, even if it's small. When you retire, the world suddenly goes quiet. No schedules, no deadlines, no alarm clocks ringing at dawn. For a moment, it feels like freedom. But soon, many realize that without purpose, the silence becomes heavy. The days blur together, and even the smallest joys begin to fade. That's why after 65 you need to keep something or someone to care for. Purpose isn't always a big mission or a grand plan. Sometimes it's a simple reason to get out of bed in the morning. Watering a plant, feeding the birds, calling an old friend just to say hello. Purpose gives rhythm to life. It's the gentle heartbeat that keeps the days alive. You've spent years serving others, children, spouses, careers, communities. But this new season isn't about doing more. It's about doing what matters. Maybe you volunteer once a week, or help at a local church, or check on a neighbor who lives alone. Maybe you knit blankets for newborns or bake cookies for the grandkids. The act itself doesn't have to be big. What matters is that it means something to you. When you have a reason to care, you stay connected to life itself. Studies show that people with purpose live longer, heal faster, and smile more. But the truth is, you don't need research to know this. Your heart already understands it. The days when you feel useful, you feel alive. Purpose doesn't only exist outside of you. It can live in quiet reflection, in storytelling, in teaching others what you've learned. You carry decades of wisdom, stories that could inspire someone, lessons that could comfort someone walking a path you've already walked. When you share that wisdom, you pass the torch of life itself. Even if no one listens, write your thoughts down. Sing a song you used to love. Create something, a garden, a poem, a prayer. Purpose is creation, and creation is proof that the spirit inside you is still growing. The morning is the best time to renew this connection. As the light filters through your window, ask yourself, who can I bless today? It could be yourself. It could be the world. It doesn't matter how small it seems. Because the truth is, a person with purpose never truly grows old. They just grow deeper. Each day you wake up with a reason to act. No matter how gentle or simple, you tell life, I'm still here, and I still have something to give. And that's exactly how you stay young at heart. Number 6, nourish the soul with memories, not regrets. By the time you reach your 60s and 70s, you've collected more memories than most people will ever know. Some are bright as morning sun, weddings, laughter, the first cry of a newborn. Others carry shadows, losses, mistakes, things you wish you could undo. But here's the truth. Holding on to regret doesn't honor the life you've lived. It only dims the light of what remains. Every scar you carry tells a story, not of failure but of survival. Every wrinkle holds the trace of a smile once shared, a tear once shed, a lesson once learned. When you begin to see your past, not as a list of what went wrong, but as a collection of what made you real, your soul begins to heal. The mornings are the perfect time for this kind of gentle remembering. Sit with your coffee, and instead of replaying your mistakes, revisit your blessings, the people you loved, the places you've seen, the moments that changed you. You'll find that your heart grows lighter when you look at your past through the eyes of gratitude. Forgiveness is the most powerful gift you can give yourself at this age. Forgive the person you were when you didn't know better. Forgive the people who couldn't love you the way you needed. Forgive the paths that didn't go the way you hoped. Peace is the reward of a forgiven heart. When you choose to nourish your mornings with memories of love instead of regret, your mind becomes clearer. Studies show that people who reflect on positive memories live longer and have healthier brains. But beyond science, something divine happens. Your spirit lifts. You begin to smile again. Not because life was perfect, but because it was yours. Keep photographs near. Play music from the old days. Tell stories out loud, even if only to yourself. These aren't reminders of what's gone, they're proof of what's still with you. You don't erase your past to find peace. You embrace it softly, tenderly, like an old friend who has walked beside you all along. Let each morning remind you not of what you've lost, but of how much you've loved. That's the kind of memory that nourishes the soul, strengthens the heart, and fills every remaining year with quiet, powerful joy. Number 7. End every morning with a smile. A choice to live fully. There's a moment, right after you've finished your morning routine, when you catch your reflection, maybe in a mirror, maybe in a window. That person looking back at you has seen so much. They've loved, lost, laughed, cried, built, broken, healed, and started again more times than they can count. In that moment, don't just glance and turn away. Smile. Not out of habit, but out of recognition. Smile because you know what it took to get here. Smile because you made it through every day you once thought you wouldn't. Smile because you're still here, and that's no small thing. You see, smiling is more than a facial expression. It's a decision, a declaration that no matter what this day brings, you'll face it with grace. A smile doesn't deny your pain or your past. It redeems it. It says, I've lived through enough to know joy is worth protecting. After 65, joy isn't something that just happens. It's something you choose. And when you smile, even when life feels heavy, something begins to shift inside you. The body relaxes, the mind softens, and the heart remembers that gratitude is the best medicine of all. You've likely smiled thousands of times in your life, at family gatherings, at newborns, at sunsets, at strangers. But now, your smile carries more weight. It's the smile of someone who understands what matters and what doesn't. Someone who's seen that the small moments, a warm breakfast, a quiet porch, a phone call from someone you love, are the real treasures. Start ending your mornings with that kind of smile. Not one painted for others, but one that rises from peace. You can whisper a few words to yourself, if you'd like. Today I will live gently. I will be kind to myself. I will choose joy. And then carry that smile into the day like armor, because the world needs it. Your neighbors, your children, your grandchildren, even the cashier at the grocery store. When they see it, they don't just see you, they see hope. The truth is, growing older doesn't mean fading away. It means radiating differently. The light you carry now isn't loud or flashy. It's warm, steady, and deeply human. When you smile each morning, you pass that light on. And in the quiet hours of dawn, when the day is new and the air feels fresh, that simple act of smiling might just be the most powerful thing you can do to live longer, not just in years, but in joy, love, and peace. Because the real secret to living 30 more years isn't found in medicine, money, or magic. It's found in the decision to keep living, fully, gratefully, one beautiful morning at a time. Conclusion: the morning that changes everything. Life after 65 is not a closing chapter. It's a quieter, richer one. Each sunrise is an invitation to begin again, to write a new story with the same steady hands that once built so much. You may not have control over how many years remain, but you do have power over how deeply you live each one. The habits you choose in the morning, stillness, movement, sunlight, gratitude, purpose, forgiveness, and joy, are not just routines. They are love letters to your future self. They whisper to your heart, stay alive, stay awake, stay grateful. You've already survived the hardest parts of life. Now it's time to live the sweetest, not for fame, not for anyone's approval, but because you deserve mornings that feel sacred, peaceful, and full of light. So tomorrow, when the sun rises again, don't rush, don't hide, step into that glow. Breathe, stretch, smile. Speak kindness over your life. Feel the air move through your lungs and say quietly, Thank you. Because if you start your days this way, with stillness, gratitude, and purpose, you won't just add years to your life. You'll add life to every year you have left.